Hello, hello. Let me make sure. Turn me up. Hey, Joshua. Yes, you are first. Thank you for coming through. Thank you, thank you. How's your day going? Or how has your day gone? Because it's nighttime now. It's about time to go to bed. Thumbs up done already. And for that, I really, really appreciate you. Hey, everybody. Thank you all for coming through. Hey, girl face. Hi. Hi, hi. Yeah, my day was awesome. Well, that's good. Guess Monet. Oh my gosh. What do I owe this surprise to? What in the world? Oh my goodness. Monet, I have not seen you in forever. It's been a long time. But how you doing? Hey, Phoenix. How you doing, girl? Um, hey, Kajaria. Yes, it's been a long time. I hope all is well. I just come on here and I was just like, okay, it's been a day or two since I went live or whatever. And I'm just like, I feel like just shooting the breeze. But I also wanted to come on and share with you all today. Like Joshua said, um, man, today was an amazing day. Yes, it was. And it was so simple, just like some of the things that you take for your hey girl. Congratulations, girl. Congratulations. Pat yourself on the back. Pat yourself on the back, girl, for a good job. I'm excited for you. Go ahead and make that money. Then let me borrow then borrow about $20 when you get your first paycheck. I'm good for it, right? No, girl face. No. Well, let me say this. I have not been crying sad tears, but happy tears. Just a few. So no, today has not been no day like that right there. But let me tell oh, okay, you said bet. Y'all see what she said, because Jaria said when she get her first paycheck, she gonna let a girl hold $20. So y'all see her just I got proof. Don't let me have to pull this lie back up on you now. So let me tell y'all what happened. I know sometimes I talk to y'all about a lot of y'all know what my past is. All is well and just popped up live. I'm finna click on it. All right, it's good to see you in here. Good, good, good. Yes. So I'm about to tell you. I'm about to tell you what the tears was about. And y'all, I have to practice staying caught up with the chat because I hate not knowing and understanding what was said when I come back through the chat and don't understand. So if I let your thing bypass and it's something that you really wanted me to read or something like that, of course I know y'all want me to read everything. If y'all don't mind, just type it back in the chat again, because I don't like to miss anything y'all get to say. I come on here to have conversation with people. That's what I do. But today we sitting around and we just discussing like how chemo is gonna go this Friday and everything. And so just discussing it and everything. Out of the blue, my phone rings. And here I go. I got that little dried up tear in my eye because I was laying down when the tears came out. Thank you, girl face. Um, I was laying down and I talk to y'all sometimes about in my childhood and stuff, there were no men that I really had contact with that was constant in my life that did not have or do inappropriate things to me as a child. So with every man that was in my life, it was always like they weren't there just because they wanted to be a role model in a child's life or whatever. They was there because they was looking for what they can sneak or take away or something along in that arena. But I always talk to y'all about my uncle, um, who was the one that showed up in my life, and he didn't have an agenda. He just wanted me to know what the truth was and understand it. But he moved away from here a long time ago, and he moved over to Amsterdam. So he been over there for a long time, and I hadn't talked to him. And he was one of the people who I was concerned with. Hey, Coffee, how you doing? He was one of the people. I'm sorry for kicking the thing. He was one of the people um that I did not get a chance to talk to, that I consider, very dear to my heart, and nobody else in the family hadn't been able to reach out to him and tell him that I had been diagnosed with cancer. So he thought that he had subscribed to my page, and he hadn't. But he said for about 2 weeks now, and y'all know that's about how long I've been diagnosed, right? So for about 2 weeks, he's been feeling really funny. And there's, God knows there's been a concern on my heart, that he doesn't know. And, maybe he's going to come and look at YouTube and he going to find out that way. So he said for about 2 weeks, he been having this little, like, really bad, funny feeling in his stomach or whatever. He just could not shake it or whatever. Things ain't been going right for him or whatever. So he said he clicked on today, or not today, he clicked on the other day onto YouTube, and he started flicking through some of my shorts, which he said he does not engage in shorts here on YouTube, because you know how they made to get you stuck anyways. You be there just flicking through them all day long, if you stick around long enough. So he was flicking through, and he said just on one of the hashtags on my videos, he saw the hashtag cancer awareness. And when he saw that, he said, paused, and um, it paused him in his tracks. And it caused him to dig a little bit more. And he dug and dug and dug until he found out what was really going on. And as he was talking to me about it, the tears came in. My tears I was sad that he found out the way he did, but all at the same time, nobody understands what this uncle means to me. This is one of my uncle. This is, well, my uncle from the only uncle from my mom's side. That I used to be mad at him and cuss at him when he be trying to give me like good hello, hey, from North Carolina. Hey, Ursula, welcome in. Yes, Miss Monet, you have definitely missed, but we are here for conversation. We can talk about it. I'm in a better place with it now. But to hear him talk about it, he say he's had the information now for a while, but he couldn't bring himself to talk to me because he was not in a good space. And the tears were about as I was just happy to hear his voice, but all at the same time hearing him explain to me how he found out this information was sad to me. And I can hear a break in his voice that, kind of grabbed me by my heart, because it's like I can feel the hurt that he feel because I'm going through that. But it also felt so good that there's not anybody in this world that tell me that they proud of me, and it touches me the way that it touches when my uncle says that to me. Because he was the only somebody that when I was growing up and stuff, that some kind of way he had to know, like, I was going through some traumatic situations, but he just didn't know exactly what they was because he wasn't around me a whole lot. But when he came around, like, he was like that person, like, you can talk to or whatever. He used to tell me back in the days, like, girl, you got a bad chemical imbalance, because like he'll be trying to talk to me, but every man that I seen in my face, he talking to me because he wants something from me. So I kind of looked at my uncle with all his nice words. He was the uncle that never yell at you. I could cuss him out, tell him to get out my house, all kinds of stuff. And he never would raise his voice with me. He was just kind of like, Girl, I ain't finna argue with you, but I'm always gonna tell you the truth. I love you and you're beautiful and stuff like that. But I couldn't stand him. It was something about back then, it was something about his positivity that irked my nerves because I guess I was just waiting for that place to, for him to say, "Oh, coffee, how could you come in here and say that?" Oh my gosh. Let me tell you something. That's what I love about the people who I talk to on here every day. Oh my gosh. You talking about connection? Now, coffee, you got to know something about some connections for you to throw that in there at this time because that's absolutely what our conversation ended up being. And I'm like that too with my family. Is like if something's going wrong in our family or something, it does something. It does something to me. Like I start to feel like something like a little bit of sickness. Hey, Shakracken. Um, it just put a feeling inside of you like you're so connected to your family, you know, like when something is going on. And I tell y'all that all the time. Like I can be talking to somebody and I can feel how they're feeling. I can feel when something's not right. I can talk to somebody on the phone and through their voice, I can just feel how they doing. You can say you're doing all right or whatever, but you know by the way they say, um, whatever they say, you know whether they telling the truth or not. You know what I'm saying? So connection. I just could not believe you throw that word out there because that's what our conversation was about, the connection. And he said for about 2 weeks he just been feeling like he's a musician. And so he said he hasn't been able to play his music right. It just like things weren't connecting. So he knew something was wrong. And he said, I never go into YouTube and do things, look for stuff like that. He was like, but it's like God led me right there and it was time for me to see everything that I see. And he said when he seen it, he couldn't bring himself to even talk to me on the phone because he didn't want to put what he was going through off on me. But for him, just to hear him say, um, there was a breathing technique of like how to calm yourself down and stuff that he had talked to me about like 2 years ago, right? And so I was like, okay, I'll pay attention to it. Where you slow your breathing down and you take like a couple of breaths in 1 minute or whatever. I don't know if any of you all ever had that before. But I tell y'all about that day when I was diagnosed with cancer. He taught that breathing technique to me because getting information like that, you go into like this breathing thing of where you almost like you can't really catch your breath or whatever. Hey, Korean. Hey, Babu. um, that's right. Korean, keep on saying that, girl. Millionaire poo. Yes. Go ahead and speak it into existence, girl. But um yeah, he was just to have him on the phone and him explaining this thing to me. I had got thrown off just a minute. Brown paper bag. Yeah, but this is just a little bit in 12 seconds out by count of 8. Coffee. Girl, listen, you on the money today. I'm telling you, I'm trying to tell you about this. Not breathing in the paper bag. It's like I think what it is you only take 4. You breathe in and you hold it, and you take 4 breaths in 1 minute, and that's it. Like breathing in, hold it, and then release it. You just break it down in a minute. I don't too much want to talk about that right now, but on the day when it's kind of like you go to this place, and I haven't done it a lot of my life, but actually I probably done it one other time when I was going through with the dreams and stuff like that. But on this particular day, this was like overwhelming information where it's like everything blocked out. I can't hear nothing and nothing can console me, but the breathing of him came. But he taught me about this breathing, had to be about 2 years ago. And I kept asking God, why is he teaching me that? It's like I don't see nothing that I really need it for or anything like that. I never seen it. And then for that day to come, it was the thing because I went to a place of where like I can literally, where I wasn't sick like that on the stomach, because I was talking to you all in the hospital and everything, and I wasn't feeling sick on the stomach like that. I was having pain in my stomach, but I wasn't throwing up or no nothing like that. This thing like took you to a place of where like you just so overwhelmed, it's like you ready to start throwing up and everything. And that's one thing that I hate to do. So that breathing technique came right into play um on that day, helping me calm myself down. So it was like, so us talking about that kind of like soothe him. Um yeah, okay, Kajari, I love you too. It like put things into perspective, because when you're in a situation like this and you trying to see God in the midst of your storm is so it was like confirmation, and we were just telling each other God knew what we didn't know was coming, and he was already preparing us for what was going to happen um 2 years ago. And we had no idea. I just thought it was like information that, child, please, I don't know why I learned that, and maybe I'll never use it again. But there's been times where I could just be sitting and the thought will come over me to practice that breathing technique. And because I had practiced it at those times when it just randomly came up in my mind on that day, it came to me and I was able to like breathe through, because literally I was there on my own by myself at the time this doctor handed me this news. There was nobody there to brace me, nobody in the physical. Let's say that. God is in the quiet storm. And see, I had to hurry up and say that because I know girl face was gonna get me. Anytime I leave it open, anytime I leave it open like that and say nobody was there. Yeah, nobody. I'm talking about nobody in the physical. I always understand, that God is there. But even during the time, it's like my uncle was like trying to, because he didn't want me to, he wasn't in a place enough for me to, he didn't want me to go back and start and talk about what had happened, because he just didn't want to be, he, you can be okay with it, but you don't really want to like dig back into it, because he felt like the same thing. Literally, my uncle said to me today is when he found out about it, he said the same thing to God that I told y'all that I said to God. God, haven't I already been through enough stuff already? Why do I need to go? And then that brought up a conversation about grace. You having grace to be able to ask God that question, and then you accept um what he has put in front of you, and you willing to walk it out. I'm in that thing now, is like, and it doesn't take me long to get into it. Once I'm into something, yeah, I hate going through something like that, but I know it's been given to me for a reason. It's just now I got to stay in class and find out what it's about. And now, just like my prayers could be, God, just go ahead and take this cancer away or whatever. Um, and he quite possibly can do that if that is what he wants to do. But I always just ask, and let me tell you, even in that thinking, I always say, Lord, don't move my mountain, but give me the strength to climb. Because when it first come up, you feel like you don't got the strength to be able to do this. I don't want to do this. I can't do this. That's what you be feeling like. But breathing helps us through trials and tribulations, bad and good. When pressures of life are in a moment of fun time, don't get too excited. Just breathe. When you get upset or hurt, just breathe life into you. Thank you very much. Um, but Lord, what was I saying? Cause y'all know that's why I don't be trying to read in the chat. I be let the chat go by and I just keep on talking because I'm so easy. See, like right there, Shadrach and Shadrach and Black. I can read that right there and then start a whole nother conversation right there. But I say I just gotta start keeping up with the chat, let it roll on. But I don't be wanting to miss, what anybody be saying or what. But um I just be asking God, don't move my mountain, just give me the strength to climb. So my uncle, when he found out this information, he was asking God too, why would you do this to her? She already been through enough stuff already. Why would you do that? And then, the grace comes in and then you fall in line and you willing to go through whatever it is that you're going through. And literally, when I first went there, on the first day I went there and sat in the chair, the lady sitting next to me instantly started talking to me, but she was somebody who said, I'm very private. I don't like to tell people my business or whatever. And I looked at her and I say, well, honey, I'm the exact opposite. I tell every dang on thing. I tell every dang on thing. I say, but that also comes from where I come from in life. Everything in the beginning, I stayed quiet. I wouldn't tell on nobody. I didn't want nobody to get in trouble, all of that stuff. And then it just came to a certain point. I did that for 40 years of my life. And then when I could no longer hang on to it anymore, it was time to just let it go. So, me myself is it ain't too many things you gonna get me to find that I'm embarrassed about it quite often if I'm confronted with something that I did or whatever. There's no embarrassment in what I did in the past or whatever. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's so freeing to live in that space. So it's like I'm already meeting people that I don't know. My nurse gave me a hug when I left when I left chemo the last time. When we was getting ready to walk, I was just like we had so much conversation that she gave me a hug when we left there. So it's just like going back and looking at it, you going through all of your things and then you start to remember all of the different things that are happening. I thought things was gonna be this one way and it was a different way. It was so much like the people were alive inside of the chemo place. I thought I was going to a place where everything was gonna be like everybody's depressed and sad and everything. I went in there, them people in there got their legs kicked up and everything, eating food and all of that kind of stuff like that. So, everything is not what I thought it would be so far at this point. So praise the Lord. But you say I love these stories of testimony. Yes, yes, yes. And I have so many. I'm telling you, the stories that I've already talked about here on YouTube and everything are I think I might have went up to age 11, maybe, and got right there. But there's this one story that I know it keeps coming up. I keep talking about it, and pretty soon, that story is gonna come out, and I've already taken all the proper precautions, got ahead of everything to let um the people who's involved, well, not the people, the person that I feel that there's only one person in this story that I'm interested in protecting, and that is my oldest son. So now y'all can take that and just imagine what the story will be that I will tell y'all about. That I ain't quite ready to tell it yet, but I'm gonna get there. And it seemed like to me, I just thought about it myself. Sometimes I start talking about something and sometimes my face don't match what I'm talking about. That's because at one point I used to care about what the people who brought harm to me, I used to care about how they feel about me telling my story. And here so lately, I don't care nothing about how you feel about the way that you hurt me and me trying to get me free. I don't care about it. It's just, and I don't know why I'm waiting on it to bother me some more for it to happen. But I really feel like it's not really bothering me. It's just something. You know how, okay, this is why I say to y'all, when I know that I need to say something to somebody, there's something that God done put in me to say to somebody, like as a messenger or whatever like that. Sometimes I can be sitting next to the person and I'll hear it in my ear, right? And I won't say nothing. But then when I don't say it, I probably don't hear it again on that same day. But probably for the next, if I hold on to it for like 3 days or whatever, it will be in my ear. Yep. I know everybody done had that where that ringing, that bell comes in your ear that you can't get rid of. Whatever that message is, it starts to play over and over in my ear. And it's, when you can't get rid of that bell in your ear, it can be very aggravating. Well, that's just how God be working with me. It's like when you hear something over and over again, it'll play over and over again in my ear to where it's aggravating, and I don't have a choice but to pick up a phone or to reach out to the person, whichever way that you need to say whatever it is that you're supposed to be saying. So, um, I kind of wait until, for whatever reason, till things get like in that space for me when I start to talk about it. But I can tell you, for this past 2 or 3 months, this story has been coming up over and over again. And this story starts at when I'm 12 years old. So sooner or later, we will be, and I don't know if I'm going to release it as a story, go back to doing my story times that I used to do before about situations that done happen in my life, because God knows I still got a whole lot more of them. um I ain't sure how I'm gonna release it yet, but y'all know we will talk about it. So then, what else happened with y'all today? Because I feel like I'm just rambling on and on and on and on. And I like to go through the chat because half of the time when I come on here, I don't have no idea what I'm gonna talk about. I'm gonna let it. I'm kind of the person that come on here and let it flow. And if I had a good day, I'm gonna come on here and I'm gonna ramble on and I'm gonna talk and talk and talk and show. And it's like I be wearing my feelings on my sleeve now. I used to pretend like stuff didn't bother me. I was a different person or whatever. So now it's just like whatever Shauna feeling like when she come on here, that's what y'all gonna feel whenever I come on here. Y'all know y'all done seen the angry side of me. Y'all done seen the happy side of me, the sad part of me, the defeated side of me. Y'all done seen the full 360 already. So I don't think there's no more surprises, or well, it could be some surprises, because I feel like in certain areas God ain't done with me yet, because sometimes I don't think y'all seen me like on a day where like I'm feeling really really mad about something, or even angry about something, and somebody come and say the wrong thing to me. I don't think y'all heard like the way that I can. And even though I have moments like that, I am very appreciative that God still see fit to use me, because God knows I ain't whole. Let me tell you something. I can have a really bad day and I can say some really, really bad things. It's just been a long time since it come out, and I can smile about it. And I'm very thankful that I'm able to be in a little bit more control of that. But sometimes sometimes the flesh be getting the best of you. And I still, that I got the good angel over here on this side be saying, girl, don't do it. Don't do it, Sean. Don't do it, Miss Celia. Don't trade places with where I done been through. Don't do it. I got that one over here, and then the devil over here. Slap her. Just slap her. Go ahead and slap her one time. You ain't gonna go to jail. But basically telling you that's what's gonna happen if you do it. So it is something to have the kind of things that I have inside of me. Um, and I'm telling you, those things that you have on the inside of me where you've been traumatized and a whole bunch of stuff done happened to you, it ain't nothing like, I can't tell you how many times that thing done tried to come up and it don't want to dump on somebody's head that don't have nothing to do. Nothing to do at all, because people run into you all the time and they just don't know. Sometimes they take your smile or your kindness for weakness and everything, and they don't know because they ain't really had no in-depth conversation with you and knowing the things that you done been through in your life. So they kind of come by you, and because you smile and you laugh and stuff all the time, and you just a real chill kind of person, and then it comes that moment when they want when they want to try you. And they have no idea. But anybody who know some of the traumas and stuff that I done been through in my life, and you all have been through any of those things, y'all understand what I'm talking about. And it just be so sad that sometimes you just sometimes it come up, and it's a battle to sometimes keep it inside. But for the most part of me, I think it's only been probably been about 2 or 3 times that I let that kind of anger well up in me, and then and it got the best of me. And I ain't proud. I'm not proud of those moments and everything. And then a lot of times that God had somebody right in the right space at the right time to stop me from crashing out and doing some of the things that God knows I was willing, ready, and able to do it. Because I've always told y'all before, I've never had a time where I wanted to end myself or take myself out. But it has been days that I don't went to sleep at nighttime and I told God, don't let me wake up. I'll feel better if I'm just not here any longer. And it's been a long time since I felt like that. Um long time, years and years and years, probably over 6 years that I felt like that I just didn't want to wake up. But you know, you get tired sometimes, but then you get that extra stride in you, because this definitely should have been one of those times that I've said to God, I just don't even want to wake up. And I didn't say that. I didn't say that this time. It was a blow. God knows it was. But y'all see I'm able to smile today. And let me show y'all, for those that didn't see. This is all of my hair that has already come out. Yep. So I didn't know that in and you can see it's about bigger than my hand. But I didn't know that it was gonna be that quick that I would start losing my hair. And actually I was my nephew, I can see that it kind of made my nephew a little bit sad to talk to him and tell him that. Um, See, I get sad for the people that's around me that's watching me go through it. I don't think I'm really like sad for myself. And ain't that a shame? I don't know if it is a shame, but that's the way I feel. Um, God, I done made it through all of that, and then to think about him. The day I was just trying to be light about it, because it doesn't really bother me in that way that my hair is gonna come out. But it hurt me to know that I was joking around with my nephew about something that he wasn't quite comfortable with me joking about. And I didn't know that me saying to him that my hair is gonna come out. And I was just making a joke. And it was funny to me. But I told him, pretty soon here with the way that my hair is coming out, that probably in the next couple of weeks I'll be looking like Caillou. I'll be looking like Caillou or Little Bill, the little bald headed. if y'all got little kids and stuff like that, those are little cartoons that come on and they really like bald head. And I was like, the only thing I can't imagine myself without is like my eyebrows or whatever. And just to see like, um, it was like he was trying to be so brave and not really feel any type of way, but I can see it on his face. I can see it on his face that bothered him, that I joked about that. So, but then too, at the end of the day, I have to do what's best for me. But still, at the same time, it was sad for me because everybody in my family see me as like Shauna so strong. Nobody really checks on the strong one because they think they feel like they have everything together and they don't need anything. So for them, it's like hard to just. A lot of them don't even want to come around and see during the time of chemo because nobody has ever seen me like down, like where I can't get up and I can't move. Um, I'm just having a weak time. Nobody's ever seen me in that place in my family. So there's a lot of them that want to be there, but a lot of them don't want to see that because they don't know. They don't know that part of me. So because it hasn't been a part of me. I've been a go getter. I've been a hustler my whole entire life. Like, yeah. So, but yeah, that was kind of sad for me. I almost saw it as inconsiderate. But how can that be inconsiderate? It's me that's going through it. But I'm always mindful of how things you say affect other people, you know. Um, yeah. So there it is, my tears for today. But any of my other tears that was today, they were more about happiness or whatever. So but my day was really good. My uncle was like um, the icing on my cake for today. I hadn't talked to him. It's been probably like a year or more since I've talked to him, and it's kind of exciting to know that he gonna be calling and I can hear his voice um talk to me and stuff throughout this process. So we'll see what it is. Where y'all at? What y'all doing? Y'all just want to hear me talk? Korean, you done went to bed. You done fell asleep on me already. You know, no matter what I come on here, I'll be wanting to go back to the times. Why? And I'm always talking about going back, and I keep on remembering. There's another um well Miss Coffee that comes in here from time to time, and I think about what she said to me in the beginning of not the beginning of this year, but probably like 8 months ago, almost a year ago, um, that I came back into a situation and I was looking for to have an old thing back, and she kind of reminded me, girl, why would you go back into a situation looking back to get what you already had before? No, you go back and you reset and you start over again. You restart. You don't go back to the things you. So it's like, but when I say go back, I still like to have the conversations where we just come in here and we just randomly talking about stuff when we will be in here, and then we'll hit on California a little bit. We'll hit on this happening over here. We'll be talking about somebody possibly getting put on child support or something like that. One of these days we're gonna get back to that place. Maybe. But you all, if that is all, I came on and shared my day with you all. tomorrow and Friday, I'll probably go live with y'all a little bit while I'm at chemo because my day starts pretty early on Friday. And y'all know it don't be a whole lot of energy that's inside of me. So it'll probably be a few days before after Friday till y'all hear from me. Maybe try to get a short or something up in there or whatever. We'll see how it works out. But you know, even though I said, I never thought that I would be in the midst of this process because I said that I wanted to be more consistent. And now, because I told y'all I done crashed out on YouTube a couple of times. You get everything rolling, and then once something happened to you, then you shut everything down, and then you shut everything down, and then the people go away, and then you come back and you start it again, and then it's just like no matter what numbers you see, it's like starting over again. If you take a break a long time away from it, and you really ain't established like talking to your people or whatever. So it's like now I've said that I wasn't gonna do that again, and now it's not really my choice. So it's like I have to roll with whatever is in front of me when it's there, because now I'm just in a place where I don't have any control of whether I can be on here or come on here and do whatever. I have to roll with whatever it is, whatever it is. Um, and did anybody grow strawberries? Did anybody start strawberries? I haven't checked on my strawberries yet. I'm probably asking my daughter tomorrow to check on it. But I don't know. I might have a couple of surprises up my sleeve tomorrow for y'all. We'll see. But I know we had started the strawberries and we were supposed to start okra after that because Kim wanted to do the okras, but we gonna do that too because I'm gonna figure out how to get out in my garden and do some things. I'm not gonna let I'm not gonna let this just put my life on pause. I'm gonna figure out how to work around some things and get this first chemotherapy. It knocked me down for a good 6 to 7 days. And I feel like if I can just take me a chair or sit down and stuff doing some of the things that I want to do, I can be able to go out in my garden and work. The doctor them already done told me ways that, I can do my thing. I'm thinking about ordering me like a little miniature tent. They have those, don't they? Right? Like a little miniature tent that like I can move from place to place that's very light and like have myself inside of it, a little bit more protection from the UV rays. I already got me long sleeve shirts and everything like that. I already got long pants. I need to order me some more gloves and stuff because um the doctor doesn't necessarily want me putting my hands into the soil because one of the things they don't want to happen is like for your fingers and stuff like that to get cut up. So it's just some extra precautions and stuff that I gotta take. And whether it be I'm gonna be out there real early in the morning or later on in the afternoon when the sun start to disappear, we will be out in the garden. And so hopefully y'all that be coming over here, y'all still growing. I don't talk a whole lot about growing in the garden and stuff no more because I'm not around my garden right now in this time, but I sure do. That's one of the pleasures of coming on here and talking to y'all and encouraging y'all to grow the food um that you buy from the grocery store. Y'all see these prices done went up a whole lot more. I can't even tell you how many people talking to me about the eggs they don't have in the store anymore. So um you all just let me see. I don't know. Let me tell you something. I'm just sitting on here talking to y'all, right? Just sitting on here talking, talking, talking. And I'm just like, why is nobody saying anything to me? Why? Nobody ain't saying nothing. the last comment my thing got stuck on was coffee saying coffee cake saying I love these stories of testimony. And then for some reason like it just got stuck in that place. So I'm like, what is going on with what is going on? You are doing great. You're beautiful. Don't let anything or anyone hold you back from your journey. You seem so happy. I'm getting ready to doze. Yes, I am. I feel good. Yeah. Yes, Vessel. I've lost a friend like that. Wow. Hey, Korean. Not Korean. I already said hey, Korean. Hey, Shakira. Hey, Shakira. Yeah, I'm really doing your Tanya. How are you tonight? Monet, no, I love hearing you talk. Oh, really? Everybody be saying that. I understand myself more. Mm. Whew. What happened? I'm sorry. I hear you. I'm so glad you got your smile back. Yeah, I love it too. I cut my mom hair when it started coming out. I was 12. Yeah, I didn't expect that that was going to be happening this soon. So, I'm embracing it, just I think it's gonna be more so for my family, but I got pictures and stuff where I used to actually my hair used to be cut like all of it used to be shaved down. I ain't have no hair nowhere but right here on the top of my head. So and I used to love short hair used to be my thing. I used to love where the hairstylist got to get the little old bitty tiny hot curlers or that little thing look like a toothpick and curl your hair and stuff like that. I used to like to be that kind of bald head, but my husband don't care too much for short hair. So then I had dreads in my hair. My dreads grew down to my butt. And then this one day I was just like, I'm tired of these things. And plus they touched the toilet stool one time and I was just like, I can't stand that. And so it's like when you got to think about moving your hair out the way every time you go to the bathroom, or you got to keep it tied up. And then when I kept it tied up on the top of my head, every time you get in and out the car, you banging it on on the doorway when you get out and everything. So I done been through all of that stuff right here. So we gonna let it do what it gonna do, and then we'll see what we get back. God is good. He keeps us. Yes, my niece got hair and brows. Okay. I told him I'm gonna get me some of them. They sell the eyebrows and the thing that you can glue on your forehead. I think I might that might be the only thing that I go and patch up there if they start to flake out. So we'll see. I used to joke with her and call her little Bill or naked Moprat when she lost her body hair. That's one of the things the people at one of the ladies at the cancer center said to me. She said the rest she didn't want the same lady that I told you she got her hair froze on her head. She said the hair on the rest of her body she don't care nothing about that. That just means unless she gotta go and get waxed and all of that stuff that it don't grow there or no nothing. So I said, oh, then it worked out. Then I saw the tears as soon as I looked at you. Yeah. I'm hearing you, Tashana. You held up in prayers. My mom wore hair bands and scarves. Y'all already know that this been my thing. I've been love head wraps. I love head wraps. So ain't nothing but a thing. But I still got y'all still see I got hair. I just got it braided down and once I combed it out. But you can tell that like it's thinning out and stuff or whatever. But it is what it is. What India Ari said, I am not my hair. And maybe, I don't know where I'm gonna be when I actually do see like it fully comes out. I might come on here and shed a couple of tears or something about it, but it'll just be the hump that I'm getting over for that day. I'll be all right. I will be okay. Hey, get your mama. We like you talking. I was asleep. It's been a long day. Yeah, this morning I woke up with you. Get your mama when you did your live this morning. Yeah, you definitely said some some powerful things the day in there. So yeah, I started my day off with you this morning. I appreciate that for you for I appreciate you coming on and doing that. So you just never know who be listening. So very proud of you, Mr. Shauna. Thank you very much. What part of Georgia are you in? I'm in Hinesville. What makes you feel like you want what makes you feel like you want to start your channel over? Me start my channel over? Who you asking me that, Phoenix? I don't want to start my channel over. I don't want to start my channel over. I ain't deleting none of my videos, no none of that stuff. Cause I feel like I got a channel. The words speak for themselves. I don't see no reason for me to delete my stuff. Now, do I think I need to that I should create another channel? I absolutely should. Um, but there's also too. I feel like if I had another channel, I probably would still do the same thing over there that I do over here because my channel is Life with Tashana. And so when you say Life with Tashana, is that like one thing that you do um in your life? No, life do a whole bunch of different things, and so I just feel like there is no would I just have another channel for a backup channel or something like that? I don't know. I don't know what I don't know what I would do with that. So my channel is like all probably one of those channels where people say your channel all over the place. Um and it is because it's there's nobody life that stands still in one spot every day all day and do the same thing over and over again. Now I probably could do a gardening channel where I only post stuff about the garden in there. But then would I change my conversation? Mm-mm. But it'll be all garden stuff. So, I don't know. Maybe I can do that. You got a P.O. box, yet it's expensive. It is expensive, Korean. And I haven't because I'm here in Georgia right now. Um, I'm still going to get the P.O. box. I got my little notes going right now of things that I need to do. So I probably what I end up doing, I don't know if I can do it that way, but I probably see if my sister will have time to go and set it up for me or something. I don't quite know. But if I don't be able to get it done here in this next week or whatever, um, it take about a good 6 or 7 days for me to start feeling where I feel like I can go and stand up in the post office and open up me a PO box. So, but I will get it done probably somewhere within like the next 2 weeks or so. So we'll see. And I already talked to him before about it. Ask inquiring about it, and the guy told me don't go up there and pay for no don't pay for no big PO box. He say get the smallest one it is. He say because the only thing they gonna do if something too big to go inside your PO box, he say it's a little storage area inside the place that they sit the stuff down on the ground. It don't matter how much stuff you get, the excess of it be right there, put it right there in that little storage thing. He say so get the so I even go to places, businesses that own their own little stuff like that, and they be giving me tips and stuff like that, saying, don't come in here and pay for the big thing. You don't need that. Just pay for the small one, and they'll figure it out. You gonna get your packages or whatever. So, you know, I'll get it done. Um Oh my goodness. You have the prices of veggies are high, but the prices of eggs went down. Oh, the eggs starting to go down. Um, Thin and crispy toffee milk chocolate cookies by Pepperidge Farm. I need a seed. Hey, girl face, you know they ain't got no seed for them right there. It would be nice if you can go and plant stuff like that. You gotta wait till Publix got a sale where you can get them buy one get one free. Them Pepperidge Farm cookies do, and it don't even be that many inside of the thing. So you need them to be buy one get one free. Yes, goodness, them Pepperidge Farm cookies. No, they be something else. I like the mix, not mix, milk chocolate. Y'all know which ones I'm talking about. Pepperidge Farm have you talking about being the little white bags be rolled up at the top. You have the cookies inside the little cupcake holders or whatever inside the thing. Yeah, you probably get a good 12 cookies. A good 12 cookies for about $5 or $6. Yeah. But we say you need a seed for them. Now that is funny. Can you garden at night and use like coffee? You better get out of my business. Coffee cake. You I feel it like Missy Elliott. Why you all in my grill? Oh gosh, girl, let me tell you something. You are really, really picking my brain. I'm telling you. Cause I literally was talking to my sister today. Cause see, well, some of you might know that I do have a what you call the light, motion sensor light that comes on out there, and I literally you can change it to make it stay on or whatever. So coffee cake, that was one of the things that I was thinking about literally today. You've been all up in my conversation. You sure you wasn't a fly on the wall today? Cause you just calling them out today. But yes, that was one of them, and that would really be nice if I got a little spot. We got a little spotlight or something like that. So maybe I have to go in there. But let me tell you something. When I thought about that, girl, I got scared. Cause what if it be a snake or a frog or something hiding up in there, and then I can't see it? You spelled it right, Korean. You spelled Hinesville right. You're 3 hours away from me. Oh, okay. Um, but yeah, you peep that right on, or you peep that right on. Ooh, about that. I'm only doing the macadamia ones. These just like the little it's like the little sandwich, and they got milk chocolate in the middle of them. You can either get a milk chocolate or you can get the dark chocolate cookies. But I can't think of what the name of the ones. But that's the ones I get all. That's the one that I get all the time, and like you just that's when you act like you having a tea party and you just bite a little bit of tip off of it, and it kind of like it just melt in your mouth or something like that. Lord have mercy. Publix. Hey, go, Mama Global. Yeah, Mama Global was over there picking my brain last night. She was playing that music last night. She had my song going on. Hey, hey. How many children you have, Mr. Shauna? Hey, RG. Welcome in, 14. 14 children. You gonna help me take care of them. 14 of them. Hey, everybody. You glowing? Thank you. I am. Thank you very much, Mama Love. I was in the chat listening to them. You was in there too last night, Corinne. Girl, yes. When she really when she got to my one song, I was like, look at her, she all up in. I got that song in my playlist. I liked that. Yes. You was high in Korea. You was in the bushes trying to go to sleep. Okay. Uh, I'm telling you, I definitely enjoyed it. And Mama Global, I cannot. I've been having people all over the place look for system error, the song that you dedicated to me last night. I don't have everybody looking that up. I ain't found them yet. So I need you to send me a message or something of how I can find them. Stella was getting her groove back. Yeah. Uh, what'd you say, RG? Oh, yeah, there's 14 of them. Hey there, Korean, don't be high. Yeah, Korean be trying to be somewhere and get to sleep. He's from New Zealand. I typed all of that in looking for him. I typed all of that in. Even my sister was like, "Is that My sister thought that was Dave Davidoff, I think it is. I think he's from Africa or something like that. She thought maybe that was one of his songs. I was like, Mama Global said this system error right here. That's his state. What's his stage name? System error, right? Cause I was writing that stuff down last night, and I was looking for that other girl too. I was typing in her name. I ain't even gonna try to butcher her name, but you know who I'm talking about. The other girl, yeah, she. I told you you was playing some of her other stuff the other night, and I like her stuff. But y'all, if we ain't got anything else to talk about, I always want to encourage y'all to grow some food. But I asked, yeah, there you go, her. I ain't gonna even try to say her name, but y'all see what her name is. That girl right there, she got some good songs. She got some good songs right there. I was looking her up and I was like, I get mad when they don't be having the people on. I feel like they need to be here on the tube. I'm gonna be growing soon. Oh yes, pray for you. No, you gonna get it. And today I was just so amazed. I was looking back at when I first because y'all know this the third time I done rebuilt my garden beds, the one down below. And I put all the soil in there and everything. And that day that I planted, I separated all of my little flowers and stuff. Well, I have a lot of people that I know on here that is starting to grow stuff. Um Mine's what color mine is? Cause it ain't green. If y'all only know like my beginnings, I have to show y'all like, honey child, them things was in buckets and stuff. I ain't have no idea what I was doing, but YouTube was my friend when it came down to garden and just growing. If you interested in growing, just growing point blank period, not just in the garden, but in your real life, you don't want to be stuck in the same place. I'm telling you, you want to grow in your life, get you a garden, and you may. I know it's a lot of people that thought I was crazy for saying that. I know they have. If you ain't never grown nothing before, you ain't gonna never understand what I'm talking about. But when you want to move somewhere, say like you want to go to school, you have a desire to go to school, you want to get um you want to move higher in whatever it is that you're doing. Get you a garden and connect it to what it is that you're doing. So say I'm going to school to get this degree or whatever. And my garden is going to speak to how I'm doing while I'm in school, which then encourages you, which then encourages you to go out and take care of that garden, to nurture that garden, water it, do everything. And the more and more you go to school and you go out there and look at your garden and you see the growth in your garden, you just begin to grow. And trust and believe me, really, I'm telling you about, and everything that I'm saying to you is right here on YouTube. I promise you. I have a video for it. I'm telling you, I've been growing things and they stayed stuck in a place. Your garden will speak to you about your real life. If you what girl face love to say, um If you available, you will be able to hear everything your God say without it saying not one word. And for those of you all who think I'm crazy, it's just like if you have a newborn baby. Your newborn baby don't know how to talk to you. They don't know how to say not one word, but some kind of way. Mama understands what that baby need. There are several things that you check for. The garden works the same way. The garden works the same way. When it becomes your baby and it's speaking into the life that you trying to live or whatever, your garden got a way of telling you what you need. And you never know, like one of your kids gets sick or something and you don't know actually what it is. You get on the phone and you go to calling people or you call the doctor and stuff like that. Your garden, you do the same thing. You will go and you will figure it out. Your garden will speak to you. And guess what? Your garden is like a balance. On your days where you feeling low down to the ground and you ain't got nothing else in you, you can go and stick your hand in that soil. And I'm telling you, it's something about that garden that will pour right back into you like a gallon of milk. I can only tell you about it because it done to me. And I'm gonna tell you, so many people that done said that's gonna be a lot of work. I got my mama watching you, Mrs. Shutter. We love your channel. Well, thank you very much, RG. I really appreciate that. Hey, mama. Yeah. There's so many things that you don't. All you have to do is ask the question. Don't feel like you dumb or you stupid or you asking a crazy question or no nothing. That's the kind of community that we got over here. Man, let me tell you something. You think you wanna I can almost bet you I can be having the worst of day. I can probably be crying about something. And if you ask me something about the garden that you want to know, it'll almost dry my tears up like a napkin. Cause I don't know, and especially if it's something that I can answer and give you the answer to. I'm telling you, ask the questions. If you feel like something ain't going right in your garden or how I move to this next day, there's things you don't need to go and buy a whole bunch of stuff. See, Girlface got her own thing that speaks to her. You know, there's activities and things that you can get into that feeds into you, but there's a lot of people that feel like gardening is a lot of work. Doesn't have to be that way. It's not a lot of work. You go out there when you feel it in you to go out there, besides watering it and things every day. It's just something, the two of you will connect together. Start small and work your way up. All you need to see is like you start out growing something. And honey, once you know you got the hands to be able to do it, and you ask questions, you will know everything that you need to know. Why my plant turning yellow? Well, your plant probably needs some nitrogen. Well, where you get nitrogen from? You see how I just lead from one question to the next one? All you got to do is have somebody, a willing participant, to be able to answer your questions, or you go and look it up. Because you can make your own fertilizers and stuff at home. You don't have to go and buy that stuff or whatever. Where there's a will, there's a way. My main soap is called Mary Clay. Ooh, I know I ain't gonna even say what it is that I want to do, because I already know one of these days I'm definitely gonna have me some soap from Girlface. I already know that. We've been talking about that for a long time. I think it's me being the hold up because I ain't got the PO box yet or whatever. So yes, I'm definitely going to try. Mother had the most incredible vegetable garden and rose garden. You know what, Mama Global? I used to have roses too. One of these days, I'm gonna post a picture of one of my roses, and I never knew that you could grow a rose that looked like that. This rose looked almost like people used to come and for Mother's Day and stuff, get roses clipped from out of my garden, because I had like these roses that were like a white, almost cream color, but right along the edges of it grow like this red fuchsia color that mixed in together. It was just like, it's unbelievable that I didn't know roses can grow like that. And it loved to be clipped on, and Yeah. Um, I'm gonna I gotta look through my phone and I gotta find y'all those pictures of the roses. But yeah, I used to just let they didn't pay me for them or anything like that. But if we had them to give, what I loved about it back then was that whenever they would grow, my husband would clip them off, and then you'll wake up in the morning and you might have a rose on your pillow, that you open up your eyes to, and it's just laying there on the pillow, this beautiful rose or whatever. So but RJ, how are you? You done crashed into what? Um, yeah. So, Bubba Glover, you know what I'm talking about? Those roses right there, so pretty. It's still a hobby, but growing. That's all right. You're gonna get right on up there. You're gonna get there. Hey, Cole, what type of cancer do you have, ma'am? I have pancreatic cancer, and they also found a spot on my left lung, which I don't put too much weight on it, but it's like 3 millimeters. Um, and I'm just praying and hoping that as I go through this process, it's just gonna go ahead and wipe the both of them out at the same time. But yes, it's in my pancreas, and it's not big. I think it said it's either 1 or 2 centimeters. The one the one in my pancreas. So, but yeah. And it's and I'm trying to let me answer the other one just in case. The name of the cancer is adenocarcinoma. I think I'm saying that right. I ain't said it in so long. It was really easy to roll off my tongue, but yeah, adenocarcinoma, and it's pancreatic. So I have a free rose bushes. The roses. I seen one of your. I don't know if that was a rose that I seen you had in the flower pot that was on like your porch or something that they get your mama. I seen that one. Um, can you can you take any clippings off a rose garden? I never did that before, but what I have done before, Phoenix, is I've laid a piece of a limb of the rose bush down on the ground and put a pile of dirt on top of it. That's heavy enough to keep the bush laid down there. And you go back pretty later on, and I just used to take a shovel and chop it off of there, and then pick it up, and it have a whole bunch of roots and stuff on there. So it's kind of like air layering it or whatever, but um just not having to strip the thing. So it's easy like that to do a rose bush. I did a rose bush like that before. Um but I've never did it. I think you can get this stuff where you can stick it into like this thing that like root stimulator or something like that, and you may be able to do it that way. I'm not sure. But RJ, what you crashed into it smells so good. How you doing? How are you enjoying your your new situation over there? If I call them crossbreeds, that's I always thought like when you be going in the little convenience stores and they be having them kind of roses and stuff sitting up on the counter. I always thought that they was coloring them with with like food coloring or something like that. I never thought those kind of roses was real or whatever until I grew my own self before. But I haven't right now. I don't have interest right now in growing things that ain't involved in food. I just don't. Being honest with you. But does that mean that everybody else have to be in that place? It's like right now I ain't even interested in growing grass. Like my mind kind of be like I could have garden beds running all through this yard, covering up every inch of this grass out here. Only have a path, but you have a maze walking through the yard, and everything growing up in garden beds or whatever. So, yeah, I don't even right now. I don't have like I love seeing stuff like that right there, but I'm so interested in I'm focused. laser focused on growing food. Um, how do you keep animals away from the garden? I really don't. I overplant everything. I overplant everything. So I have enough in the garden to share with, just in case an animal get out of there. Now, what do get on my nerve right now, I must be honest, is these squirrels. They populating like, I must be feeding the parents way too much, because not only do they get feed from like my chickens and the pigs and all that stuff like that right there. So they eating good around there. So they just keep on having babies, and the more babies they have, the more rambunctious they getting. Um, we might have to do some population control over here. Because they getting way out of hand. I mean, they be digging up, and it never used to be like that before. And actually, my daughter been saying that they haven't been able to eat any of the strawberries from off the strawberry plant. So that one strawberry that I got from out there, that I beat them to, seems to be. And I don't know if they got any of them off of there, but she said lately they ain't been able to get none off of there because the squirrels, um she say she think the squirrels and the cats be eating them. I don't know if no cat gonna eat no strawberry, but that's what my daughter said. So I don't know. My husband and I grew bell peppers, and the squirrels were pulling them off and eating them. Yeah, they do. They get rambunctious like that. We planted one time, I had like an acre, like more than an acre, like an acre of stuff planted in the back, and we planted peanuts, and the squirrels was just digging the peanuts from up where in the area that we planted them in, and they was planting them everywhere else. They it wasn't like they was really eating them or whatever. They were just digging them up and planting them everywhere. So now we got peanuts growing all over the yard. The kids just go different places and stuff like that. And I don't mind having like little crops and stuff like that. I love little things like that, but I want my stuff to grow where they grow at. Let me write down this here verse that girl face don't put in here. 40 Psalms 40 and 2. And that's about the mirror clay. Okay, I'll look that up. Well, in God's name, you're too good of a person. All prayers. Thank you, Cole. Thank you very much. Rose hips. What's that? Hey, Phoenix, look at you staying up instead of burning out. Just kidding. Get my joke. I'm loving it, Tashana. We're nicknaming that tree the nanny tree, after all the great grandparents not here to see the kids. Oh, okay then. Yeah, I love them trees. I think I showed y'all one time too, my tree that it got this dip in it where the branch goes that it's like it started growing down to the ground, and then it got close to the ground, and then it grew up. So it's like you can go and sit on it like it's a bench or a swing or something like that. I love trees that do that. I just love different things like that. That's my new hibiscus plant. Okay, then I thought that was a hibiscus plant, but I wasn't for sure. Now I'm sitting back and thinking about it. I'm looking at it. I was like, that's rare. We used to have those. We used to have those a lot. Then don't the hibiscus is the one you can take the little flower off of it, and it's got like a sweet on the end of it. Cause I ain't never put my mouth on one of those plants before. Nobody could ever get me to do that. I just don't like trying different stuff. I told y'all I got a bad gag reflux. But all the kids and stuff used to be doing it. And the kids still be doing it right now to this day. Don't put that flower to my face. I don't eat flowers. RJ, you know me. I'm the one who stays up all night. Yes, Phoenix will stay up all night long. Every time I see her, and if I wake up in the middle of the night and see her live, I just be saying, Lord, give her rest. And I know eventually he gonna calm that. I know he is. I'm a Phoenix. I'm always on fire. I never burn out. Yeah, but you still need rest sometimes. There's a time to rest, and it's a time to go. Seed pod, rose hips. Okay, I gotta look that up. Rose hips. I never heard of that. That sounds like so much fun finding the peanuts. Now, but you know what? What happens is, my kids go out there and my kids find them. They'll look and say, "Oh, there's a," because you know when a peanut is ready to be harvested, it will put a yellow flower or something like that on it to let you know that it's ready to be pulled up. So the kids be out there walking around in the backyard or whatever, and they can see them and spot the little flower or whatever. Oh, and then you go out there and you pull it up, and it's like probably have enough peanuts on there to be like like the little small cans of boiled peanuts, so they have probably got enough on it to make like a little can of peanuts or one of them, so the kids individually boil themselves some peanuts if they go out there and find it. It's like Easter, finding an Easter egg or something like that. So in that aspect, the with the squirrels doing that, that's what I like to do with sweet potatoes. Just randomly let them grow in different places. So, as the cold will come by and it'll knock it down. And then when the next season come, you have sweet potato vines popping up everywhere all over the yard. I, I can have many, many problems, but having a sweet potato ain't one of them. I have sweet potato vines popping up, but 9 times out of 10 in my garden bed, you're gonna see um it gonna have sweet potato vines popping up out of there, because I regret that I had planted sweet potatoes inside of that one time. Because if I'm to get the sweet potatoes from out of it, I have to go and dig up the whole garden bed to be able to completely get them from out of there. So I'm never gonna be able to get all of them from out of there. But I guess the sweet potatoes that grow down in there, they will feed my worms and stuff that's down in that garden bed, because this, God knows, it's some plenty of earthworms down in there. So, they'll eat off of them and everything. And for the ones that I can get, then I will get. I guess that's sharing. Sharing is caring. That's the honeysuckle plant. We used to let some of the juice fall on our tongues. Not now though. That's what I'm talking about. Get your mama. I ain't finna do it. You know how them little the palm trees grow the dates on them and stuff like that. If it used to be on a tree like that right there, and they have all that other stuff, they couldn't get me to get. I ain't putting none of that stuff in my mouth. No ma'am. The best that I was doing was a Chinese plum. What the other name that they have for them? Loquats. I think that's the other name that they have for them. But I love them. I got a couple of those in my yard too. Um, that would be awesome. Get your mommy too. The good old days. Yeah. I put corn. I put corn on a feeder, and a feeder on a tree for the squirrels, and they plant the corn for winter food, and it comes up in the summer. And same thing with us. We have corn growing everywhere. When the springtime comes, watch out, I'll be walking by, and then they'll have corn all over the place out there. They put corn everywhere. I miss fruit bearing trees. We got, ooh, I can't even imagine what them my daughter said those the mango trees are. She said on one of the mango trees you can see like the mangoes is that size, but those are the mango trees that I told y'all that it's gonna grow. Those mangoes grow like they grow maybe that long or longer. They grow really big, so they already showing their size on the tree already this soon. So I know we gonna definitely have plenty of mangoes. We used to eat crab apples too. You know that when you plant your the seeds from your apples that you get from the grocery store, literally, you get apples from the grocery store, let your kids or whatever open them up and take the seeds from out of them, put a napkin inside of a Ziploc bag, and just wet the napkin a little bit and drop the seeds inside of and just stick it on one of your racks in the refrigerator and just let it sit in the refrigerator. After a while, you'll go in your refrigerator and you will have a tree growing inside your refrigerator. The apple tree will start to grow inside of your refrigerator. Once it started to grow in there, go put it outside in the yard somewhere and then grow you an apple. You might get a regular apple tree or you might get a crab apple tree. I got several of them growing around. Pomegranates the same thing. Instead of letting your kids spit the pomegranate seeds in the garbage can, let them spit them out in the yard somewhere. You'll get you one or two or maybe 50 of them somewhere. But I got a few of those too. Oh man, I love a plum tree. Me too, RJ. Me too. I done tried a plum tree. I ain't get it to come up. I actually got a cherry tree to come up one time, and somebody knocked the thing over, and it got this tall. Somebody knocked it over, and when I realized it was knocked over, it it killed it. It was gone. So I was so sad about that, and I worked really hard trying to keep up with it and everything, trying to figure out the best place for it to grow and everything. My great grandma had one. We used to eat with him from. Then we would take smash cans to a recycle place. We we still do that right now, RJ. Take the cans and recycle them, then come back and steal some granddaddy canned goods, some of grandma's canned goods. Grandpa, you met in the fall. Squirrel start planting walnuts in my flower pots and digging up my flowers, and it's just wild. That's exactly what I'm talking about. They be I don't mind them digging around the flowers and stuff, but when they start destroying your stuff or whatever, that gets pretty annoying. And right now, what they doing is, y'all know them stands where I got the buckets and stuff in with my tomato plants, but some of them I got black flower pots and some of those with the okra plants in them. They just go in there and digging that like that's their own personal locker room or something like that. So they really getting on my nerve because that's my stuff where I'm gonna plant my new okra at. I'm gonna dump that soil from out of there. Well, I'm gonna get my kids to dump it because right now I'm still on that restriction. I think I got probably another week before I can do lift anything heavier than 10 pounds. Um or am I trying to shorten it a little bit? But I think I got another week um, before I can lift anything heavier than 10 pounds. But anyways, we gonna dump that soil out onto like a tarp or whatever, and we gonna add some fertilizer to it and a little bit more soil and probably just a little bit of mulch to it. Mix it up again and refill the pots again, and we gonna plant our okra out there. But I think what I'm gonna do with the okra, I'm gonna start them on the inside so that it'll give me something to do on the inside and watch them grow into the little black flower pots that's like this right here. I'm gonna start them in there, and then once they get big enough, then I'll take them and just flip them over and dig a little area out in the middle of it, and then plant it and let it, pop. So that may be something I'll be able to do like next week or so while I'm recovering from going through chemo. We used to have fruit trees. My mom would have us put rocks in the empty soda cans and hang them from the tree. As soon as the bird hang on that tree, as soon as the bird came, it was scared. It was scared by the noise. The only thing we used to do with canned goods back then is put them on the bicycle tire and make a whole bunch of noise. That's what the kids do with them right now. Hey, She Rose, how you doing, Chef? Right now, with the new property, I'm just scoping things out and getting things dreaming. That's what you do. That's what you do, RJ. And then when you see your vision, go ahead for it. Go ahead for it. You just get back and you just stand back and just scope things out and like, wonder what I can how I want that to be done, you know. That's how all of my stuff happens. It's like I think about something. I want a garden bed, but it's like there's a picture that comes inside of my mind, and um usually I'll go to bed and I'll dream about it. And that's how I get my vision. And then when it comes like that, it's like I'm so happy with the results of it. Especially when it come out, that top garden bed came out exactly the way I envisioned it being. And I absolutely love it. I just love woodwork that look like that. And right now, I think I'm being a little bit stubborn because I don't want nobody to finish my other garden bed that I had started on. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and relinquish it because I want it to be up there. You know, I just, yeah, that's still up in the air. We gonna see though. But right now with the new property, I just keep scoping things out and getting things taken care of. Even though it's new construction, there's always still things builders gotta make right. I know that. I know that's right. I know that's right. Get your money's worth, RJ. That's right. Today was HVAC. All righty then. But in between, enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. I'm so excited for you. Hey, Teeth and praying. I thank you very much. And whatever prayers, you already know what I say. Whatever prayers you send up for me. This is another thing that my uncle said that, you know what, Tashana, he said, I love, he's the uncle. He called me by I say Tashana, he say Tashana. He said, you know what, Tashana, he is like, I'm just so proud of you. And he said, I just love your heart and everything. He was like, when I hear you tell your people that you're talking to on YouTube, that I thank you for your prayers. And whatever you asking God for me, I ask that He give it back to you 10 times what you asking um, Him for me. And He say, I can see it in your face. He said, I know that you mean it with every fiber of your being. And I said, because I absolutely do. And whenever I say it, I mean it from the bottom of my heart. And I still mean the same thing right now, tenfold to you. She cooks and roasts. Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. Angels Fire. Hey, I listen, just the new people, the old people coming through tonight that I ain't seen in a long time. Angels, do you have a PO box? You know what, Angels, somebody else just asked me not too long ago. I said with sometime within this next 2 weeks, I'm gonna try and have it done. But you know, I have to ask other people to do it because we getting ready to go. I'm getting ready to do um my next chemo um therapy on Friday. So that's gonna set me back just a little bit of getting it done. I was trying to get it done before, but I had a whole bunch of things planned out that I was gonna do, and y'all know that my surgeries and all of that stuff had got swapped around. So it threw me off of everything like that I was supposed to do that I had planned to do. And so it just didn't happen um in that way. So but we're gonna get it done. Do you have a PO box? Want to send you some sour sop? You know, actually, girl face, I have a sour sop tree. I don't know if it's the same thing as like what you're trying to send to me, but I have a sour sop tree that I actually went out there and picked leaves off of it. And the leaves, I had the leaves up there because somebody asked me in that live to go and get some of the leaves off of it. And I went and got the leaves off of it. But the same day when I went and got the leaves off of it, I got the phone call from them switching my surgery to another day. So all of that stuff went out the window. I wasn't able to do anything with them. And I'm pretty sure they just sent up there and they done dried out for they've dried out, and I don't plan on getting rid of them because I wanted to ask somebody what can you do with soursop leaves that have dried out. So you know, I don't know much about the medicinal things, but just so happened that I have a lot of things in my yard that people be like, girl, do you know what you can look at me? Do you know what you can do with with a soursop tree? I really don't. Because actually it was a gift it was a gift given to me by somebody, and I really appreciate them. And I don't know how much they paid for that tree, but yeah, I actually have a soursop tree. So um I really do get you, mama. I do. I mean it. What is a soursop tree? Um, RJ, I don't even know how to explain that to you. All I can do is what I can do is I can go and go back in one of my videos and I can show you what it looked like. I got it on video. It's in one of my videos. I'll go back in it and then I'll make a little short of it. I make sorrel. What is that? What is that, girl face? Um, but yeah, angels fire. I don't have that yet, but I'm working on it. Sorry, I had to go run and mock the dog. Really? Oh, listen, walk. Spell check is something else, ain't it? It is something else. Eat the fruit. Eat the fruit also. I've never had the fruit um come on there before. My tree is just now, I've had it probably about going on 2.5 years, I think now. So I haven't I think it probably takes about 3 years maybe before I get fruit on it. I'm not sure. I've never done any research about it. It's not something that I went and got for myself. It was gifted to me. So, I'll be off and on with it. But it's still back there and it's kicking. It's probably about 5 feet tall, maybe a little bit taller than that. Eat the fruit also. Okay. Um, I miss having a plum tree, an apple tree, and a pear tree. Now I've been asking for a pear tree. Somebody told me they had pears or something. I think it's Korean. I told her next time she go over to her friend house or whatever, somebody who had the pear tree, I want some of the seeds from it. Grow medicinal herbs. Um, see, that's why I'll be watching growing with Hudson to try to get like some little hints because she grow a lot of medicinal things over there. But I just ain't I can't even pretend like I'm into that so far. Like I haven't even gotten into things where like you can plant things next to each other that like help each other grow and stuff like that. So I haven't gotten into that, but I'm getting to it. I try not to. I be trying to have balance because I be all over the place. Like, gardening tends to do that to you. Sometimes you get super excited. You start growing all kinds of stuff everywhere, and then you get overwhelmed, and then you have to like pipe down something. So that's kind of how it is. Island stuff. Okay. Hey, Marjorie. The dry leaves is good for tea. Absolutely. Okay, then. So I got the soursop leaves that I had went out there and pulled off the tree. So they just sitting on. They like set up on top of the microwave, and I know they are done completely dried out now. I know. So yes, I can't stand autocorrect sometimes. It always be have you all jacked up like you know. Mads. Oh my girl. Mads, I literally, I mean, everything that I thought about today is just flowing in this chat, and I cannot even believe it. Mads, literally, I thought about you today, and I even said, I hope that everything with you is going okay. I really did. And here you is. Oh my gosh. Not no sad news. Lord have mercy. Okay. Okay, Mads. Oh, Angel News. My mother has cancer and she's getting better with medicinal herbal teas and sour sop. Okay. All righty then. I don't heard a lot. I don't heard quite a bit of people say that too about the sour sop. I feel like giving you a big virtual hug. Don't know why. So I just squeeze virtually. Squeeze right back to you, RJ. Thank you very, very much. Thank you. Um, yum. Always say yes, grow everything. Yes, grow it all. According to Google, it's 3 to 5 years for the soursop tree um to bear fruit. Okay then, so we might be right on the edge because I think we like 2 years or 2.5 years, somewhere along in there. We might be at 3 years. I just don't forgot, but we gonna see. I know it got a whole bunch of new leaves on there and stuff, and the other stuff that I had got at the same time that that person had sent to me, it got blooms and stuff on it. But I can't wait. I like ruby red grapefruit, um, but I don't particularly like it from the grocery store. They tend to taste different from the tree that you grow in your yard. And so I grew up. My grandma owned like a fruit groves and stuff like that. She owned semi trucks and everything to move the fruit around and all of that stuff. And so I'm used to eating like fresh. I come from Vero Beach, Florida too, like home of where all the citrus and stuff grew like that. Them fruit that be in that citrus that be in the grocery stores and stuff be like, it don't be hidden right for me. But thank you very much, Phoenix, for that information. I'm into herbalism. My great grandmother has a holistic doctor for slaves in my hometown. Who I be thinking about that stuff like that, but it just like sometimes when I be overthinking things, it's like it can be overwhelming. So like I just have some those things like I have to stay back from them because um it's almost like an anxiousness, and I don't want to be anxious for anything. I really don't. An influencer named Ashley Burns passed 2 days before her birthday after taking a fake and passed in her sleep on her birthday vacation. Only at 24. Yeah, I had been seeing that. I definitely had seen that. That is sad. She had a lot of followers, I think. Yeah, she had millions of followers, I believe it was. Where hometown? Georgia. Yeah, we used to get that good devil's fruit from Vero Beach, Florida. Well, all the citrus and stuff grow at, but they will also be saying like when you taking medicine and stuff, they say grapefruit ain't good for you because they say grapefruit stop the medicine from stop your body from absorbing the medication and stuff. But I still love me a good old um ruby red grapefruit, and I as a matter of fact I got a tree growing in my yard right now. I know it's so sad, and she was so kind. I never actually seen any of her videos and stuff before, but I actually have seen I've definitely seen them. It's a lot of talk about it, and I was just with her a couple of weeks ago at her apartment. Wow, so she's somebody you personally knew. Wow. Yep. Unfortunately, Mads, there's a lot. I think we all going through. It's the season of going through because um I haven't had much time to be trying to figure out everybody else's stuff because I'm figuring my own stuff out. I think the last time that I saw you, I've been diagnosed with pancreatic cancer. So it's just been a lot going on, and so in those situations, so then that means like maybe when I was thinking about you today, then just you came up in my thoughts today, and I said a prayer for you. That's what we can continue to do for one another to help pray each other through these situations that we going through in life because it's just like one thing after another, and that's what we talked about at the beginning of this video. Is like it's like soon as you step out of one thing, you step right into the next hole to go to the next thing, and right into the next one to go to the next thing, and it's just on and on. Just ask God to give you the strength to make it through. Um, these trials and tribulations that's being put in front of you. And the one thing that he knew about it before any of us did know. So he was already before you. Tangelos. Yeah, I Tangelos, I'm familiar with them. Eat those too. That's so sad. Yes, it was. Um, 4 police officers were suspended from West Memphis Police Department for the. Ooh, that thing is rampant now. And I don't even necessarily know if it's rampant now. It probably been rampant for a long time. It's just that because so much social media is available now, it's hard for it to be hidden. It's spread it out everywhere. Everybody gonna know about it. Everybody gonna know about it. And that's it's shame need to be brought to it. But and unfortunately, and there's a lot of people that I'm gonna just say hurt people hurt people. I ain't making up no excuses for nobody or whatever. But it's like I've seen if anybody seen the movie that's called The Shack on Netflix. Man, I'm telling you that movie ooh touched me in some different kind of ways the other night. Like I seen bits and pieces of it and just what I saw was just like ooh was enough to prick my heart in a different way. So if y'all ain't seen The Shack on Netflix, y'all check that out. One of them was a resource officer. Woo Lord. Not at the junior high. She was so kind and had never been rude. Wow. Um Coffee Cake says, Mr. Shana, how are you feeling? You look well. I feel pretty good. I feel pretty good. Now I will say these past couple of nights that I've been having these dreams and stuff, every night, right after I get off live or whatever with y'all or whatever, I've been going to bed and I probably sleep right up until 3 o'clock in the morning. And then it's like my eyes pop right open, or either I'm having some kind of dream that I need to wake up from. And then I'll probably go back to sleep around about 5 o'clock in the morning. And then I'll be back up around 10 o'clock. But for me, I ain't even complaining about how sleep coming right now. Cause honey child, if y'all know from when I got the chemo, the first chemo, I probably slept um 23 hours of the 24 hours that was in a day. So I feel like I'm well rested and you couldn't help but do it because that's all was in you was to just lay there with your eyes closed because that's all the energy you got is just to lay there with your eyes closed. So yeah, I ain't worried about it because I know here come Friday coming up 9 o'clock in the morning. I'll be right back there to get me some more sleep. So that's the way I'm gonna look at it for right now. 3 years I was in the thick of my greatest trials. Yeah, I'm working my way out by the grace of God. Yes, the shack. You seen it. It was a book. My sister said the other day, girl, you read the book. If you she said the book was better than the movie was. So now I need to get the book. It was a book and then they made the movie. What did you think about it? Let me tell you something, RJ. It may be I may watch it while I'm in chemo because I'll probably be at chemo for about 8 hours Friday. I don't know. It's according to how it go, but I may rewatch it again. But it was man, the forgiveness that he was required to give at the end is that's why I paused about those guys that's doing those kinds of things. A lot of them when they have those kind of perverted spirits and stuff like that, stuff be done happen to them, too in their life. And I always thought about it as like people that did things to me and everything. To be honest with you, I always looked at it and this movie is giving me so much stuff like to think about because Just think about if somebody do some of the things to you that I've told, the stories that I've told y'all about. You ain't wishing nothing good on them. You wish a lot of times you want to do the job for you want to do the job your own self. You want to take them out. And in this movie, this man is dealing with an issue that he's being required to forgive somebody that did something to his daughter. And God is requiring him to forgive. Oh Lord. And he was like, I ain't gonna be able I ain't gonna be able to do that. Put him in front of me and I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do to him. I can't tell you that I'll be thinking anything different. That'll be an unbelievable. And I ain't gonna even speak on what it'll be for me because I don't want God to I don't need I don't need no more trials and tribulation, Lord. So I ain't gonna say what I'm gonna do because I don't want to be tested. So let me shut up about that right now. I got enough in front of me as it is. Oh, and I girl face, trust me. Trust me. I'm very aware about that 3 o'clock in the morning thing. It ain't no coincidence that every time that three hit or something, there it goes. So I just take it just for what it is. Okay, God, what? Let's talk. Let's talk, child. Come on. Let's have a conversation. I take it just for what it is. Absolutely. But yes, I'm telling y'all that's a great movie, and I'm going to watch it. I'm going to watch it again. Girl, also my mama saw a TikTok I made in 2024 and said if you see me crying on New Year's, you know I wasn't supposed to make it past 2022, and she was like, "What that mean?" Wow. But dear God, you are here. You are here, Mads. That made me think about the part where um Miss Seeley, Whoopi Goldberg and Color Purple, she said, I'm black. I may be ugly, but dear God, I'm here. I'm here. I told y'all Color Purple is like I don't know why that's my favorite movie, but let me tell you something. I love that movie. But it's glad to have you here past 2024 and into 2025. I'm a big fan of it, showing us the way God, the Trinity, loves and interacts with us. I, and I never looked at the other part that I was gonna get to was that in that movie, um, the way that they explained it was if you have a child, and no matter what your child do, you may disagree with a lot of the things that they do, but you're it doesn't stop you from loving your child. And it put it in the best perspective for me because where it was that I felt like I wanted God to take this person out for what they did to me, I never viewed it as, but this person is also God's child. He probably doesn't like the things that he did or know nothing, but why would you want to take your own kid out for that right there? So it's like it put it in a different perspective. Just like I'm telling y'all, it's a good one to watch. I feel like it's like life changing. Everyone hold on to your faith, hold on to your heavenly Father too. And lead he will not lead you astray. Amen to that. I say the same things to same things to God. Yeah, okay. Let's just be honest about it. Amen. Yes, talk it out with him. Yep, that's what I do. Usually around that time, I'm wanting and needing to talk with RJ, and we do a Bible study. Well, that's it. That's his time. That's his time, anyways. And he right there to claim it, and it just feel like this will be a good time for us to do a Bible study right about now. Yeah. He's pleased. I can text my girls at 3 o'clock and they up. I'm telling you, ain't nothing that I gotta do. It's just automatically. It's like either a dream or something that's coming, and them eyes just okay, I'm up, or I end up going to the bathroom or something, and I can't immediately go back to sleep or whatever. So it's just like I'm I'm at peace with it. 3 o'clock. Hold on one second. Okay, sorry, y'all. You just let me know something about that 3 o'clock hour because when I'm home, I always wake up at 3 o'clock. It's God's timing. Go ahead and give it to him, Marjorie. That's all. Just go ahead and sit on up. Okay, God, what we need to talk about now? Sometimes I'll be like God is my homeboy or something like that. I was like, okay then, God, what you want now? What you need? What you need me to do? What I need to be doing? Where I'm supposed to be at? That's how I just be like sometimes, in all honesty. For those people that be trying to tell you you have to do it in a certain way or no nothing. Yeah, just God, your daddy, your mama, your sister, your brother, whatever you need him to be, your homeboy, the best. He the best at whatever you need him to be at that time. And so that's just how I be like, okay, what it is I'm supposed to be doing. I need to watch that movie. Yeah, let's watch it and we can all talk about it. Like really, really, really. Let's watch it and we can talk about it. Like that was a good movie. And I missed some parts of it and everything. So but I'm gonna go back and watch it and I'll probably spend my time watching it again. I might even suggest it for my kids this weekend because um for them to get to watch it. That's my favorite movie also. The Green Mile hits my spirit like, oh, girl face, you ain't been in here before when I talked about the Green Mile. I always talk about like how he went and healed Tom Hanks um his little squirrel nuts. He healed that and he drawed the cancer from up out of him and then he held on to it and then he released it up into. Let me tell you something. I still got the VHS tapes of the Green Mile. Can you believe it? Still got them because that tape came. It's two video. Is two VHS tapes that come in the one box together. I ain't got no VCR though, but I got the VHS tape still. How about that? No, Green Mile is another good one as well. Yes, even and how Coffee got persecuted for something that he had nothing to do with, and he took it because he said, "I was tired, boss. I was tired." He ain't care nothing about defending himself or whatever. He was tired. He was tired of all the evil that was here. Folks couldn't handle 24 hours in my trauma. No, Shakira, you probably don't even want to give it to him either. Yeah, that's one of the things I didn't want to tell nobody about it because I didn't want them to feel sorry for him. I didn't even know that other people out here was going through some of the stuff. Honestly, I didn't believe in my mind that other people out here was going through any of the stuff that I ever went through until you start to talking and your eyes is open up and you find out a little bit more than you wanted to find out of what other people going through. But yeah, but that's a good one. Y'all watch The Shack. My friend read the book and said The Shack was awesome. I need to get the book too. I need to get the book because I love a good reading book. Yes, The Green Mile is the whole truth. Girl, I just cried. I just cried. Hey, Miss Kim, I just finished talking about you just a few minutes ago. I was just saying, y'all know the next thing we supposed to do. We was talking about doing the okra. Doing the okra. We gonna get them right. I'm gonna just. It probably gonna be. I do my next chemo on Friday, and then we'll probably do it about 6 or 7 days out from. out from the day that I do it, because that's about how long it take me to get like my strength up to be able to want to stay woke um all day or whatever for a full day. So girl, I just cried to daddy. That's right. He any and everything that you need him to be. If he gotta be your boyfriend in the time, he'll be that too. All of that in the above. Dear God, be with Tashana tonight. Touch her bones, her muscles, and command her body to rest and heal. Guide her and speak to her and show her your deep love and understanding. Amen. In your son's Jesus' name. And guess what, RJ? Tenfold. Tenfold. Right back at you. Yep, would be a good Bible study. You know, let me tell you something. See, and I don't have. I used to the church that I used to go to over in Orlando, and I always say that if anybody was in the Orlando area, even though I don't go to that church anymore, because my time I was up there. I know I fought it and fought it and fought it, but I know my time was up there. But this is a church that I would send somebody there. What I loved about the Bible study there was the pastor would be in the pulpit and he doing whatever he is with the Bible study, but you are able to ask questions um and everything during Bible study about stuff you didn't understand. So I really love like that type of stuff. Yeah. Healing and he could see. Yeah. Oh, come on, girl face. You said it. You say he was a healer and he could see. Mm, he could see. Mm, that's something right there. Get tired of seeing that stuff. Tired of seeing it. Um, I just wanted to say, um, but yeah, I'm down for that. Having a good old Bible study, there'll be questions flying all over the place, asking questions. Because there's a lot of stuff about the Bible I still don't understand. So, and I ain't ashamed to say it. I done read the whole entire Bible, but I read it like a book. I didn't read it and get understanding. I done read everything in it from the beginning to the end. Now, when I got to those parts about who related to who and all of that stuff right there, I was like, oh no, hell no, I ain't finna read. Can I say that? I got to that part, I was like, I ain't finna read this part. Mm-mm. Now, I only, by the time I read through all this right here, I ain't gonna even understand who all related to each other. So, nope, nope, nope. I ain't gonna read. I ain't gonna do it. I got right. This one related to this one, and this one was this one's auntie, sister, and cousin. No, I couldn't do that part of it. So I ain't gonna lie. I did skip over that right there because it was going on and on and on, and I called myself determined to read it, but I couldn't. I couldn't do it. Um, tell you. I just wanted to say my message to you was just trying to tell you about myself so that you knew I was a normal human being, that if you wanted to open up to me, you could know who I was to reach out. And I totally understood everything that you said. And I asked God to bless your heart for that. Sure did. But instead it sounded like, no, now let me tell you something, Phoenix. I'm gonna tell you about one thing that I don't like about you. I'm gonna tell you about one thing I don't like about you. I do not like that you can do some really great things and then you turn around and you tear yourself down about it. I don't like that. I don't like that you do that. So the next time you think about saying something to me and then in the next sentence that saying it like in a bad way. I'm actually telling you, this is the feeling that it gives to me when you do that. In the morning time, my daughter would be in the bathroom and she would be getting dressed for school in the morning, and I can hear her in the bathroom, and I hear her saying, I can't stand this right here. I can't stand this right here. And she just kept saying it over and over again. So after I heard her say it a couple mornings, I started to realize that she does this every single morning. So I started to get up in the morning, and every time I would start to hear her go on and on about this thing, and I'm gonna tell you what she was complaining about this particular morning when I went into the bathroom, right? This like the fourth morning that I'm hearing her in the bathroom. And this morning she's wearing like a tank top. I'll say this is a tank top, but this actually ain't a tank top that I got on. It's actually a dress. So right here, when I go into the bathroom, she talking about this little crease right here and this little thing right here. She's not a heavy set girl at all, but she don't like that she got this right here in between her arm. And I walked in the bathroom and I said to her, I have listened to you every morning this week in this mirror, and you keep talking about every single morning what you hate about yourself. I say, now this morning, we gonna change this around. And what I want to hear you say in the mirror is what you do like about yourself. And they all will see. How did I got kicked off of my live or something? What happened? Um, but hopefully y'all can hear what I was saying. Love you too, Angel Fire. Thank you for coming through. In this thing, thanks, Tommy's mom. How are you? Thank you very much. She was complaining about this little thing where you hear, I made a short one time and I said, hey, you. I hear you in there complaining in that bathroom talking about everything you don't like about yourself. Now you go back to that mirror and find what you do like about yourself, and you have a great day. Phoenix. And I'm not saying that I'm like no perfect person because I've been there before. We are our own worst critics, but you can change it around. Go back to the mirror. Go back in your thoughts, and instead of calling out those things which you feel like somebody is saying something to you, because I'm telling you. And that's exactly how that's what she was calling it, like that right there. And see, you're 120 pounds. We are women. We all, to some extent, we have that. I'm 250 pounds. I have it. She's 120 pounds. She has it. We'll go to the mirror and we'll find everything that's wrong with us, and there's 1,000 beautiful things about us, but we will always find that one little sore spot. That one little sore spot. And we'll keep on digging in it, keep on digging in it, keep on digging in it. You know, when I first came on here, I don't care how many teeth I got missing in my mouth. I ain't gonna no longer complain about the teeth that I got missing in my mouth and how ugly they might be. I love my smile. I absolutely do. I love smiling. So Phoenix, I went all the way through all of that to, I just want to encourage you to not go to the negative thoughts whenever you know your heart is trying to encourage somebody in something good. Because whenever you send me those things and you say something, I'm not going to always say something. And a lot of times God ain't going to allow me to say nothing back to you, because you don't need me to. I'm trying to find the first word. If you know your heart has great intentions about what you're doing, let that be enough. Let that be enough. And if you know you had great intentions and you was reaching out with your heart in that situation, just because I don't say anything back to you, you I'm telling you, I appreciate those things. And I've also told you that message didn't go anywhere. I've gone back to that message several times and listened to it. And just get that in your head. There's a lot of people that send me messages from different places. I don't say anything about them. It still don't mean it didn't hit me right in the right place. You may hear me say something about it a year or two down the road. And all along you just been sitting there waiting on confirmation of whether I liked it or I thought it was dumb or not. Search your heart to make sure you're doing it from the heart. And I can tell that to you because sometimes those the things that I be going through of what somebody thinking about me in the back of my mind. And once you start to do that and not focus on what the person thought about what you sent to them, or maybe I said something wrong, or maybe I did this, God, give me peace in that area. Give me peace in that area. I was just trying to reach my heart out to them. I was just wanting them to know that I'm praying for them, whatever that. If you know your intentions was good, let it go, baby. Don't put yourself down for none of that stuff. Cause I ain't thought in no kind of way that what you said was dumb. I didn't think you was trying to dump any of your stuff on me or no nothing. I understood just what it was in that time. So, okay. We must get our needs met first in our relationships with Christ. Ouch. RJ, you just dug all into everything that I just said. That's what I was saying. Let God be your confirmation. Cause sometimes people will take what you have and they'll beat you in the ground with it like a hammer. So yeah, don't put too much weight on whatever. You gotta know what it is that you're trying to do within your heart and know that you did what you thought was the best thing or what you would have thought that you wanted somebody to do for you. So and we can't fall apart in the arms of God and let him put you back together. Yep. And guess what? Um, what high did? Oh, high wrote that word. Oh, okay. High got it. Oh, you got timed out for 30 seconds for right there. Okay. Absolutely, girl face. The devil will steal your joy. Absolutely, right from up under you if you let him, if you focus too much on that. So, Phoenix, just stick with your, you don't, you know, I, anybody can go over there and listen to a Dolly Bear. The last thing she trying to do is hurt anybody. You can, what you say, I can see. I can see with my own eyes. Nobody ain't got to tell me that. And if I don't come over there and say nothing to nobody, sometimes I just don't want to talk or know nothing. I just want to come over and listen to what's being said, see what's happening or whatever. And I don't say anything. I can see with my own eyes. I've never heard you try to put anybody down or know none of that stuff. So I wouldn't think. You have to give me a reason to believe that you that kind of person that just beat somebody in the ground for nothing. So that's not how it works over here. So Dolly Bear, yeah, we ain't beating you up over here. So don't beat your own self up over here either. Woman's minds can build an almost perfect neighborhood or build a family out of people God put here. We are capable and able to do anything. Yeah, as long as you connected, yes, ma'am, you can. You are a true gift. Thank you very much. Um, just want to make sure I didn't hurt you or trigger you at any time. You didn't need it, and you absolutely didn't. And all I want you to do is when you're trying to do something that's positive, leave it right there. Don't try to dig too much in it because your intentions Go based off of the intentions you had when you walked in there and leave it there. Don't try to make more out of it than what it is. Okay? And love you right back. Hey, Miss Parker. How you doing? Validation. Yeah. Now, and I can say that because um you have growth spurts in everything that you're going through. You're at this level of it, then you grow a little bit higher and you grow a little bit higher. I have a level of peace in that area, but I'm not all the way there. It's certain people, certain situations I run into, my mind goes back to that thing. But what I do have is I'm searching my heart. Um, and most of all, I'm asking God, did I do the right thing? And let God be your validation. You can't let people be it, because sometimes people can be in a certain place and feeling, and they can tell you they mad with what you said to them, but then go 5 and 10 years down the line and they can tell you, yeah, they was mad on that day, but it wasn't necessarily you that they were mad at. It was a situation that they was going through, and they can tell you 10 years down the road when you ain't even thinking about it no more and say, but when you said this to me on that day, it made sense and I needed that on that day. It's just I was in this situation right here. So sometimes you can be going through, a person can, you can say something to a person and they don't receive it the way that you think they should receive it in that day, but they heard you. And sometimes you won't get confirmation for it for 5 and 10 years down the line. Is it anybody in here that can vouch for that happened to them? Something done happened to you and you said something to somebody, you feel like you hurt their feelings or whatever, and they ain't said nothing to you and forever, and it ain't had nothing to do with you as to why they ain't said nothing to you. It just fell in place. And trust and believe God allowed it to happen like that so he can make you uncomfortable with always worried about what everybody else think about you, because there's some tasks that he gonna give to you to do and some things you gonna say to some people, and it's the very thing that they need to straighten that situation up in their life. So don't put too much weight in people. And I'm not telling you something that I don't still go through. I still deal with that from time to time. Am I in kindergarten and I feel like in that area I may be like in, I'm probably about in the 7th grade. Okay. That's how I feel. I don't completely have it, but I have a level of peace in that area without giving people so much waiting time, because all the time it ain't gonna be pleasant what you have to say to somebody, but you don't know, sometimes you saying that thing to them to get them to the next place, the next level of their healing, the next level of their peace or whatever, and it ain't gonna always be comfortable. Search your heart and ask God, did I do the right thing? He'll answer you. May not come when you want it, but he'll be there right on time. He's an on time God. Yes, he is. um, that's good, Miss Parker. A validation. Hey, April Farrington. Um, how you doing, Tashana? I'm I'm doing. Listen, I'm a person that tend to, everybody. I ain't good at hiding how I feel. If I'm feeling low down in the dirt, you're gonna see me over here crying when I first hit the button, or in the middle of it when I get ready to talk about it. That's one thing about Shauna over here. I ain't good at hiding it. Even when I come on here, just when I came on here tonight, somebody already said, you look like you've been crying. And indeed, I have been. I'm not good at hiding it, but for a very long time, I was a great actress. A great actress. So by the smile on my face, Miss April, I'm doing pretty good tonight. Um, should I try a new energy peach drink? No, don't drink. No, don't do the energy drink. No, don't do it. Gotta wake up at 5 a.m. Better lay it down. Rest well, everyone. Love y'all. Good night. Get your mama. See you in the morning. Thank you for coming through. Yeah, singing birds. Phoenix, what you know about that? You been over cause you know we be over there. My family is we got a group over on Star Maker called oh the music birds. And we actually use that same bird right there in our thing. Well, I know you done heard Shalissa sing before, but we do a lot of singing. We come from a singing group. My mama done cut a couple of albums or whatever, you know. I don't be trying to sing that much on here because you know YouTube them be funny. As soon as you go to singing a song or something like that, they try to cut your monetization off and all of that there kind of stuff right there. And some if they turn my video yellow or whatever, I'm not one of those people that I try to go and fight it or whatever. I feel like I said what I said. Um, and it was meant for me to say it in the way that I said it, and I just don't want to change it. So I let it stay what it's gonna be. I feel like God is in control of that right there, and whatever it is what it is. So, um, oh, you saw Girl Face? You been over on Star Maker before? God will show you things, and you have to be available. Absolutely, you will to Him. That's good. You doing good, Tashana. Yes, I feel really good. But you all, if there is nothing else that we need to touch on tonight, we'll be um I got a lot. There's a lot of moving and shaking tomorrow. I might talk to y'all a little bit, have me a little bit of time or whatever, um, and come through and talk to y'all. If I don't, I'll be doing a whole bunch of shorts or whatever. But I will, I'm gonna take y'all to chemotherapy with me on Friday and talk to y'all a little bit up in there, whatever about the process of what we going through or whatever happening up in there on Friday. But if that is all, um we done been on here for 2.5 hours tonight. And I enjoyed every minute of it. I think I even talked up me a little bit of an appetite. I think I'm finna go eat me a sweet potato right quick. And then I'm gonna go and lay it down. Look at girl face. I already said it. I think I'm finna go in here and I'm finna cause I'll be if I bake a sweet potato, I'll bake I had that earlier today, RJ. Y'all people in here is too connected because y'all know we all doing the same things and everything. But I did that early. And I did that for lunch. Me and my sister went out to lunch today and had Chinese today. So yeah, I already did that. So now I'm just like, okay, let me go in here. I baked me two sweet potatoes last night. I ate one of them last night, so I got the other one in the refrigerator. I'm finna go in here and scrape it out the shell, sprinkle me a little bit of brown sugar on it, and I'm gonna eat it. God knows I want to put some butter and some cinnamon and all that good stuff on there, but y'all know the girl trying to do a little bit right, just a little bit. So, but I had General Style chicken too today, and I tried something new. Y'all know them big old noodles. What you call them big old noodles with the it be having like the vegetables and stuff in them. I don't know what you call them. I I went outside my box today and tried those little noodles. Low, there you go, lo mein chicken. It's chicken lo mein, but it ain't have no chicken in it. I don't be doing all that right there. Everything I get, it be veggie this and veggie that from the Chinese place. Yeah. But that's what I had. I tried. That's the thing I tried. Like I have to stretch it out, and I put some. It was barely a fork full that was on there because y'all. I told y'all I'd be scared to try different stuff. But yeah, I think I'm finna go in here and scrape me the sweet potato out the skin, you know, and whip it all up and then put me a little bit of brown sugar in it and then I'm gonna take it on out, y'all. I have peach drink mix in my hand. I'm gonna mix it. Go ahead. I might even have me a little glass of lemonade too. I'm gonna do it. Somebody, as you say, somebody stop me. You really do have a beautiful smile. Warms my heart and makes me smile too. Well, I'm good. Then I'm contagious in more ways than one. You know, I love y'all people. Butter, brown sugar, and vanilla. See, Phoenix. See, Phoenix. Don't do it. Cause they see all of those is the things right there. That's you know that's almost halfway through the recipe to make a sweet potato pie. And Lord, oh Lord Jesus, let me stop. Let me stop. I'm finna go in here and I'm finna eat a sweet potato with a sprinkle of brown sugar on there. I'm gonna be good, or two. I'm going to eat an orange, or especially if it's them little bitty tiny things, girl face that you know you can pull the peeling off of it all in one pull. Yeah, go ahead and have you buy two. But y'all have an amazing night. I really enjoyed y'all tonight. And then y'all don't forget, watch The Shack so we can possibly talk about that and have us a little Bible study over the top of that. Look at y'all. Look at them. Y'all have a good night. Love y'all.